Hi, you beautiful people, and I hope you all are being keeping safe during this pandemic period. Today I am very anxious again to reach out to you in some positive way, and I will be speaking about self-confidence and how the opinions of persons, other persons, doesn't really matter in your life and the decisions you make. So I particularly chose this topic because I've noticed a lot of youths out there they have completed their CXC examinations and they are currently home sitting around, and your next option will be to apply for a job. Now, those who know me, I am the president currently for the Guyana Hindu Dharmic Sabha SC Quiver Coast Naujavan, and I would have interacted with hundreds of youths in the past via seminars, workshop, and I am also the office manager attached to Morning Glory, where I hold management position. Now, what I've noticed particularly over the years, I've been at the office for over 3 years, I've noticed that persons coming for interview, particularly young persons, or are their first time they're coming for to be interviewed for a job, and they're not prepared or they're nervous. So I want to talk a little bit about self-confidence during an interview and things that you have to prepare yourself before an interview. Now you're home, you want a job, there are things that you want, you need money to buy, you want to be independent. Now you've done your applications, you're sent it in, you've received a call from the human resource officer that you need to come in for an interview. Okay, you're all excited at the same time nervous. What do? How do you prepare yourself? Now, I've noticed that a lot of persons they bring their applications with them, which is good. But that interview panel will already have your applications. But sometimes to be safe, you walk along with it. But I've noticed that most of the time I've peeped out my windows, I would see that persons coming for interviews, they're actually nervous in terms they're doing something with their hands. They're sitting outside, just shaking their feet. Now these are signs of nervousness. You don't come to a job interview being nervous. It's human. It is human to err. You know that we all make mistakes. It's fine to be nervous, but if you want to sell your skills, then confidence, you got to come with confidence. You got to tell that interview panel that you're the best fitting person for that job. Another thing I want to touch on is that when you go into some places, you don't okay, I walk into a room, and you must never walk into a room and feel that somebody is better than you, or you're feeling shy about something, somebody having a better dress than you, or somebody here is better than you. Now you must be able to walk into a room without making any comparison, without knowing you're who and you're who for who you are, and stop making comparison with yourself. That's being confident. And another thing, when you go into a job interview, before you sit, you just you ask them, may I have a seat? And you just don't just go into your chair and just sit and wait for questions. That's quite rude. So before you go, you just be there, ask, may I have a seat? And then you sit, and then you greet the interview panel, good morning. And another thing, you look into their eyes. When they're asking questions, look into their eyes. Don't shy, don't bend your head, sit upright. Have that confidence. Another thing I've noticed is that persons at the interview panel is that you ask the persons applying, do you have any questions? Would you like to learn more about the job? Or so they will just shake their head or nod, and that's negative. You need to interact. You need to sell your skill. You need to be confident. You need to look at them. You need to know this job is what I'm going to do for probably for the next year until I get a better offer, or so on, or this is what I need right now, so I need to put my best into it. So you will need to ask question, what is my salary scaled? Is there any gratuity benefits, annual leave? Am I going to be given time off? If you're a Muslim, are you going to be getting time off when it's your Muslim holidays? Things like that. Don't just nod your head. Be interactive. Be confident. Look in their eyes and ask questions. Okay, another thing I want to talk particularly is also when you're applying for a job. Make sure you sell your skills inside your application. Talk about your work experience. Talk about things that you've been involved in. If you've had be involved in youth co-curricular activities and so on. So these are things that you need to keep in mind when attending an interview. Avoid being nervous. Avoid being shaky. Stop comparing yourself. Walk into the room and know that you're good enough for yourself, not for anyone. And also have that confidence, give that smile, always be beautiful. You're beautiful for yourself. Never let no one degrade you. You are beautiful, okay? And that's all you need to know. Be confident, and also ask yourself, gathering this confidence, also ask yourself, how important is it for me to get this job? What is it that I need to get? What is it that I need? Probably you need to set your goals. You need to know that, okay, I want to help my parents out. I want to buy a new vehicle. I want to upgrade to a new phone. You know, these are things that you got to ask. So you put your best foot forward when you go for an interview, because that's your first, and even if it's your first, it's going to be your lasting memorable experience. So these are things that I want to particularly talk about today. I hope you find this interesting, and remember, when use some of these tips. Look at persons in their face. Don't shy away. Don't shake. Don't become nervous during the interview, and always speak the truth during an interview. Never lie about something. If you haven't never worked before, be honest. I've never worked before, but I'm confident that if I get this, should I be given this job, I will give my best. I'll be confident. Okay, so these are things that you need to keep in control. And I want to thank you particularly for taking this time, the time over 7 minutes to look at my video. And please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't, and continue to be safe during this time. Thank you all, and hope to see you on my next video.